Just like don't feel.
Hello.
Hi.
Happy Thanksgiving Eve, everyone. It is the Wednesday night weekly pickoff here on Chips and Dish, all about the birds, AAT Sports Network. I am Chip at Chip for the Birds. This is the wife, Tila at Tila Kegs.
That's me.
What's happening, everybody? How's life? Everyone ready for some NFL picks?
No.
I've been informed, and again, I don't view her stuff before we do this.
Most of the time.
I have been informed that the picks and the reasons this week are
it's a real stretch, guys.
Supremely excellent.
Yes. Yeah.
So we're going to do this. It's week 13. This will be live, and then we'll take a little break, and then the All About the Birds weekly report will be on. We are going to talk to a Giants person, so that'll be fun. Hello, Julie. Happy Thanksgiving to you.
Hi,
and yours
Julie.
as well. Recapping week 12, we tied.
We did.
We tied. We were different. We differed on what, like 6 last week?
Something like that.
It was ridiculous, but we still ended up tying. Javier, what's up? Happy Thanksgiving, buddy. Which brings our season totals to, I am at 105 wins and 59 losses. Teal is at 100 wins and 65 losses. So we are at 5 games away.
Yep.
We are 5 games away from one another.
And coincidentally enough, we have 5 games different this time.
So
I counted.
So this could be it.
This could be it.
This could be a big week 13.
Say that hopefully it is it for me.
Big week 13.
Yeah.
So we have 3 games tomorrow on Thanksgiving. Maybe 2 of them will be good. One of them definitely will not be good. We're going to talk about that. And then the regular slate of games, and we'll see what happens.
I totally know which games they are, so.
As always,
Yes,
Julie's get up power.
That's right.
No, she's freaking jacked over here. So we are going to go through our normal weekly pickoff, and away we go. As always, if you want to comment, YouTube and Facebook are the places to comment. Twitter does not work with the comments.
For whatever reason.
We don't like it. Sorry.
You can see them, like if they're on Twitter for whatever reason, you can see them, but you can't see them here. So
we have no clue what you're saying.
Go to Facebook.
Yeah. Adding to stream. Away we go with the weekly pickoff.
Yeah.
So right away, Bears and Lions. I have picked the Bears.
Is this the game you think is boring?
Oh my God, so boring. I wrote boring right there.
Okay.
It's a battle of the backup quarterback. So neither team's starting quarterback is playing tomorrow. The game is at 12:30.
It's a good time for football.
So again, it's the battle of the backup quarterbacks. However, I pick Andy Dalton over Tim Boyle because Boyles suck. Lions continue to be a trash heap of a team, and the Bears can at least put together a game plan or two, even though at the head coach Matt Nagy's son's game, the fans were chanting "Fire Nagy."
That's a shame.
Yeah. It's
at his son's game. How old is his kid?
He's a high schooler.
Oh well, then he can take it.
Yes. So remember, you're the arrow person now.
Oh yay, me! Oh, is it my turn?
Yeah.
Okay. So I also picked the Bears. I need to let everybody know that I'm feeling a little movie theme tonight.
Okay.
And it's going to continue. So it's a matchup of Baloo the bear versus Aslan the lion. And since the film adaptation of the Chronicles of Narnia was like really boring, which you said this game's going to be boring, so there you go. I had a hard time getting through it. So I got to go with my main man, Baloo. And total side note, don't know if anybody knows, but Trae Young from the Atlanta Hawks, which is a basketball team, again, for those who don't know, he looks like Mr. Tumnus, and I need everybody to look it up and understand that I'm right and that you will never unsee it for the rest of your life. So I'm going with the Bears.
That was a lot.
Oh, it only gets better.
Okay.
There's
Javier, will the Lions go winless? I don't know. They are a really, really bad team. And I just don't think, look, the coach might be a nice guy, but he's not doing anything to get this team to win, which sucks for a guy like Deuce Staley.
he was a Lion.
Yes, Dan Campbell was a Lion. He's
Yeah.
also a Steeler. Very good. And Julie agrees that the Bears are going to win. All right, moving on. Julie is not picking the Cowboys, but I am. This game is also being played tomorrow because the Lions and the Cowboys always play on Thanksgiving. It's kind of like a rule somewhere. This game might actually be good. Dallas can see the Eagles sneaking up in their rearview mirror, and they need a win. After the dud that Dallas put up last week, they need to make an example on a nationally televised game of somebody. And I think they can do that over a Raiders team that is playing. They're playing well, but the drama is consuming this team. So I have the Cowboys. Javier has the Raiders.
So here's the thing, guys. I don't really care.
Sure.
Excuse me, I cannot click this. See, look, he tells me that this is my job. You are just a mess.
You may click.
There you go. I also picked the Cowboys.
Hey.
After the Cowboys choked so hard last week, I would like to see them do it again. Let's just call it like it is. But the Raiders lost to the Giants, so I have even less respect for them or their costumes, which, as we know, I think are crap. Although the Raiders of the Lost Ark was a fantastic movie, I would still rather watch Back to the Future 3, which involves cowboys. So for that reason alone, I'm picking the Cowboys.
And Chris just chimed in. What's up, Chris? He is saying the Cowboys. Sorry, Javier said Raiders. Chris said No.
Oh my gosh, they all said Raiders. Could you please?
So I am having a problem reading things.
You got to get contacts like me.
Hello, Michelle. Hello.
Hi, Michelle.
And yeah, Javier, Lions can go against them, and I'd still pick them over the Cowboys. Well, look, I don't want the Cowboys to win.
I know. This is not who we want to win. This is who we think's going to win.
Correct.
I think the Cowboys are going to win. I'm not like thrilled about it because
it's just going to happen.
It's the Cowboys. Watching them lose this past week injected into my veins. It was so good.
Watching the stations pull the Cowboys off. We're going to go to a more competitive game. What's up, twin? Yes, Raiders.
Listen, guys, we know.
Raiders. We know. We know. Again, we're going to cheer on the Raiders.
Oh, for sure. I'm happy to lose. And since we equal on this one, it has no effect on us at all. So, I genuinely hope they lose.
Right. All right. Bills and Saints is the nightcap. Bills and Saints. I have the Bills. I think that the Bills have hit a lull. That's fine. The Saints show that they are capable of putting up points if an opponent lets up. I just don't think the Bills are going to let up in a now wide open AFC. The AFC was not this close. You had your couple of teams. At this point, it is somebody has to win it. I think the Bills are going to pick it up against the Saints team that really struggled against the Eagles this past week.
So real quick, I have Twitter open on my side here, and I cannot see who wrote it, but somebody wrote the Raiders have beautiful costumes. I don't know if it was Rio. It might have been. If it is, again, you got to go to Facebook or YouTube because the Twitter comments don't show up on here. But it just tells me that somebody's paying attention to my costumes, and that's what I'm saying.
Chris, we're going to get to the Giants-Eagles matchup. We're going in an order.
Just
don't worry.
wait.
Julie says Bills.
Okay.
All right. Teal, what say you?
I do not say the Bills.
First difference.
I say the Saints.
Okay.
And even though the Saints lost to us, which, again,
no, you have to say what
beautiful.
You wrote.
I do believe that their defense is more powerful than the Bills. At least the Saints were able to crack almost 30 points each within their last 3 losing games. But the Bills couldn't even crack 20, and they won one of their last 3, 9-6 over the Jags. 9. So I would rather a team that can put up some big numbers win. They haven't been, though. So since they haven't been, I need to go with a team that's been consistently putting up numbers. So I'm picking the Saints.
Okay, so our first difference.
Yeah, bring it on.
Let's see what happens. Adam has chimed in. He agrees the Saints.
Thank you.
All right, Steelers and the Bengals. The Steelers are not a good football team. They are not a good football. They're just not. Ben having to throw the ball 60 times a game with a surgically repaired shoulder isn't surgically repaired shoulder is not going to work anymore. The Bengals should be able to win this matchup. I got the Bengals.
So I have the Steelers.
Oh my. You hate Ben Roethlisberger.
I so do. So this is the difficult choice for me because I think as a whole, the Steelers are much better when they're healthy. However, they tied the Lions, and that doesn't sit well. Oh, I unplugged it, guys. So anyway, you can read my caption for the reason why. But I still think that the Steelers are going to win, and I do not like Ben Roethlisberger. So that tells you everything that you need to know about, again, TJ Watt's on that team. Not TJ Watt. Yeah, TJ
Watt's on the Steelers,
I'm thinking of JJ right now. He's on the Cardinals.
He's on the injured list.
I know.
I'm on the injured list.
So, but I'm still going. I'm going for them.
Okay.
So we're getting ready for Thanksgiving, guys.
Yeah. There's my wife podcasting. What's she going to do? She's going to just pull out the microphone.
I didn't mean to. I didn't know.
All right.
Can I go back?
Does somebody just say whether or not you can hear us? I want to make sure we're not talking to the wind here.
Yeah, go. Well, you can't go like this.
I'm talking like I'm about to have a stroke. I don't know what you're doing.
I am hungry.
Oh.
That's what I am.
Moving right along.
Yeah.
Panthers and all right, there's our
there we
thumbs
go.
up.
Thank you, Javier.
Panthers and Dolphins. I've really been impressed with the Dolphins defense. Thank you, Julie. However, I think that Cam Newton changes this Panthers team drastically. It opens up much more of a good passing game. It opens up a running game. This is actually going to be a good, hard-fought game in the trenches, but the Panthers should be able to beat the Dolphins.
I just have a question for you.
Let's go Flyers. Yes, I am watching the game and doing a podcast while the Flyers are on. That means that it is a guaranteed win.
Okay, here's my question. Why did the Panthers lose this past week?
Who'd they play? Hold on.
If Cam Newton, I knew he came back in his first game and he was killing it, and I thought that they were going to win too, but they lost.
They did.
Was it the Browns or something?
To Washington.
To Washington, guys. So my question is, if that is true, then why did they lose?
Because he has only been back for a week and a half. He has to reinsert himself into the offense.
I get it. I'm just asking the question to try to cause a problem. There's Rio.
What's up, Rio?
See, now I, on the other hand, picked the Dolphins.
Ew.
Well, I refuse to give up hope on the smartest swimmers in the ocean. Well, I don't think either of these teams are great. Someone's got to win, so why not Flipper? The only thing the Panthers have going for them is that their mascot reminds me of Bagheera from, you guessed it, guys, The Jungle Book.
Why are you like this tonight?
I don't know, but I'm really feeling it. But I really think it's going to be the Dolphins. I just do.
All right.
I'm sorry.
All right. We got Rio checking in. Rio, we're going to have you on the Wednesday night show in a couple of weeks when we play against a football team that has no name. So
I will be bringing that up. Bear with me. Like the bare necessities from The Jungle Book. Guys, I'm telling you, it's a movie night. Go ahead.
I'm just going to click some things. Super cam. Let's go. All right. Moving right along. Here we go. I'm picking the Eagles, guys.
It's always dicey when he picks the Eagles.
No, it's not. I told you I could not pick that team until they started proving something. They have started proving something. The Eagles' next 5 games are winnable, and they should be heavily favored in these next 5 games, right? They should be going into the final week of the season at 10-6.
This is bothering me so much.
Okay. The Eagles have figured out who they are. If they stick to the formula, they should be 5-0 in the next 5 contests going into Dallas in the last week of the season. The Giants fired the offensive coordinator, Jason Garrett.
Always a good choice.
rather than the head coach, Joe Judge. Giants are multiple bags of trash.
So
And we're going to talk about that more tonight.
So here's the thing with your analytics. See, whenever anybody says, "Oh, the second half of their schedule is so easy," blah blah blah, they're bound to lose every fucking time without fail. So be quiet.
I was right the last 2 weeks.
I was right the last 2 weeks.
Okay.
You were wrong.
Not with the Eagles. I picked the Eagles.
There we go. Okay. I also picked the Eagles.
Because you always do.
One, because I hate the Giants with a passion and I never pick them. And two, I love the Eagles with a passion and I almost, with the exception of one game, always pick them. Plus, listen, we need to address something that's not addressed a lot here, okay? Or ever. Jalen Hurts is a babe, guys. I don't know if no one talks about it. And it's so obvious. And so I just want to point out that at least we have a good-looking quarterback because we've been lacking for so long.
All right. That's my time. I've been fired. Moving right along. Titans and Patriots. I'm picking the Patriots. Titans have gone way off track since Derrick Henry went down. They tried to replace him with Adrian Peterson. They have then cut Adrian Peterson because he was not the solution. You are trying to win games with Ryan Tannehill, who is reverting back to his Miami form. All of his other weapons are hurt. Mm-hmm. Ryan Tannehill cannot lead this team by himself. The Patriots are primed for a playoff push behind brilliant game management by Mac Jones. New England sadly wins.
I agree with you.
Oh, shit.
So for me, listen, I had so much faith in the Titans. Something about them reminds me of the Iron Giant. I don't know what it is, but something does. And I want to root for them. And it actually hurts me when they fail. It makes me really sad. However, The Patriot is a far better movie. So I'm picking based off of which movie I cried harder at. And I definitely cried during the Iron Giant. If you didn't, you have no soul. But the Patriots, I cried a lot harder. So I'm going to go with that.
So we got Julie saying Titans.
Mm-hmm.
We got Adam saying Pats. We got Maddie saying hi. And we got Chris giving us lines for the Eagles game. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Moving right along. Down to the Falcons. Who cares?
It's
Jags
so
win.
true.
Who cares? Jags win.
It's so true.
I have no thoughts. I have no relevancy. I don't give a rat's ass. Jags win. You have thoughts.
Just to be clear, I make this choice, which I spelled wrong.
Choice!
Under duress. I hope the Jags win, but that handsome Squidward gets taken out of the game. And nothing too serious, but serious enough that he has to sit out and no one has to see his dumb face. But I just don't think that the Falcons are going to do it. And it's a cat and a bird. It's like Tom and Jerry
a cat and a bird.
all the time in the NFL. It's ridiculous.
Adam says it's going to be a tie. Julie says Jags.
Tom and Jerry. Tom and Jerry. No.
Tweety
Bird and Sylvester. There we go.
And I went right with you.
You know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I agree, Julie. The Falcons are absolutely going
They
backwards.
are. They are.
Not. She does. Yeah, Javier. She does go into a lot of details. She was furiously typing. I finished mine a solid 25 minutes before she did.
Listen, after this, we're about to hit a string, guys.
Oh boy. All right, Bucks and Colts. I'm picking the Colts. The Bucks are not a healthy football team. Every time they get a player back, another one goes down. Another one. The Colts are healthy. And I think Indy has been playing really smart football, and they're allowing a certain soulless quarterback to do what he needs to do there. So I think Indy wins in an upset and sends some panic down to Tampa. Oh no, are we going to still make the playoffs panic?
Is he soulless because he has red hair?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, just checking.
Sure. Yep.
I picked the Bucks.
Oh, different.
Mm-hmm. I think it's a matchup between the Botox versus Bible. It's like the only way that I can compare them. And while the Bucks haven't been living up to their Super Bowl stature, I do think that when it comes to head-to-head against the QBs, Tom Brady has it all over tomato stains. So apparently We both feel the same way about Carson Wentz.
We don't say it.
I'm saying it. You said he doesn't have the soul.
I know, I did.
I
did. Adam says Colts. Julie says Colts. Rio says Atlanta because he's still picking the Jags game. That's how little we care about it.
Listen, Javier, I agree with you on this. I don't want to see him hurt like I want to see what's his name hurt. I want him to get in all of his snaps. I just don't want to see him win.
Right, and that's the issue. The more he's been playing well, the lower our pick goes.
Right. So no.
I do think he's going to win this
Yes,
week.
I know. I know you do.
I think he's going to win this week.
All right.
Jets and Texans. I don't care. So the logic I went, Jets have COVID issues flaring, and they get their starting quarterback returning, and he sucks. So Texans win.
I mean, that's pretty sound logic.
Zach Wilson looks like he's 3.5 years old. My 8-year-old, my 7-year-old, who's going to be turning 8, looks older than the starting quarterback for the Jets.
It's true.
Texans win.
I also picked the Texans.
But you have a reason.
Apparently.
Holy crap.
The fact that I had to choose either one of these teams makes me incredibly aggravated. Again, I was fiercely typing.
Incredibly.
I'm going to go with the Texans only because I like Jessica Simpson and she released new music. And I'm over the Jets. The new West Side Story comes out. And honestly, I can't watch one more movie where people have miscommunications and sacrifice themselves for nothing. It seems a lot like the Jets, though. Miscommunication and sacrifice. So here we are. We're bringing it around town, just like SpongeBob.
Chris, Joe Flacco is one of the members in the quarterback room with COVID.
So there you go.
So it's their backup quarterback is Josh Johnson again. So if Zach Wilson is not fully recovered, Josh Johnson goes into this game. There is no way.
What happens if Josh Johnson is out of the game?
Then there's some emergency like wide receiver who can throw a ball.
Oh, all right. Okay, go ahead.
All right, Chargers and Broncos. Yeah, I agree, Javier. The team should just have a bye week. Chargers and Broncos. This has a potential to be a very good game.
I agree.
I have the Chargers. Justin Herbert is back in stride. He had a couple of weeks where he wasn't doing the right thing. Now he's been picking it up again. I think he's able to throw all over the Broncos on Sunday, mostly because the Eagles were able to do it, and Justin Herbert is much better.
Are you done?
I am done.
Okay. I also picked the Chargers. I don't have a huge reason for this one. I have nothing interesting to say about this game. It's genuinely a tough one to pick, and I'm not getting like a vibe from either. We did talk about this. I did say like, I don't know. My reasoning for this pick, the Chargers have the cutest costumes. And if I had to wear one, it would be theirs because I don't like orange. So like the Broncos wouldn't do it for me. So it's the Chargers because they're cute.
So the tie-breaking decider is
it's costumes. That's how it is. I wouldn't want to win either if I look like that.
Vikings and Niners. I think this is a toss-up game. On one hand, the Vikings have a ton of offensive weapons, and Kirk Cousins is quietly having a stellar offensive year, maybe even MVP caliber, which is weird to say. The 49ers always put up a ton of points behind Jimmy G, and I know that because he's on my fantasy team. So is Deebo Samuel.
There you go.
This is a very high-scoring game, and the Vikings squeak out a victory.
So for me, guys,
Julie, Vikings.
Adam, also picked the Vikings. People have been sleeping on the Vikings this season, but I have not. Check the tape. I like their costumes, their colors, and their Leif Erikson looking mascot. He had to walk away. The 49ers have bougie costumes, ugly colors, and a stupid mascot. And I'm not sure if they actually have a mascot, but I'm assuming it's stupid.
It's not great.
Okay, well, what is it? I don't care.
A gold miner.
That's dumb. Thor is a Viking, and I hope the Vikings go Mjolnir on his ass. That's right. Go
49ers mascot.
I can look this up for myself.
His name is Sourdough Sam.
Oh, my God. Oh, no. Guys, no. I don't like that.
That's Sourdough Sam, friends.
Sourdough Sam versus a Viking? Stop it.
I hate everything right now.
Thunder and gold. Ugh. Go ahead.
Thank you, Yukon Cornelius. All right. Uncle Larry, I hope you're still watching. I'm picking the Ravens. Ravens over the Browns. Ravens get Lamar Jackson back. Browns get back Chubb. Nick Chubb is the guy's name. Lots of running plays in this game, not a lot of passing. Lamar Jackson does it better than anybody that the Browns have. The Ravens should be able to win this game.
I picked the Browns.
Ooh, interesting.
There are so many birds, guys. I can't. I'm picking the Browns because at least they aren't an overused animal. At the very least, the Browns have a movie about them. And if you haven't seen Draft Day, I highly recommend it. The closest I can get to a movie about the Ravens is The Blind Side, which number one is about Michael Orr growing up. And number two isn't really about him so much as it about the white lady who took him in. So if you want me to connect both of those movies, Sandra Bullock was in both. Boom. There you go. I'm picking the Browns. Also,
we skipped it.
We skipped it.
We're going back now.
We are. Just hold on. So basically, it's not as exciting.
Yeah. Well, so it could
I know it's going to be great. I know it's going to be a great game.
Could be the NFC Championship preview. Could be. I am picking the Rams because Aaron Rodgers has a fractured toe. He made sure to show it on his Zoom interview today. Like he took his sock off and showed it to everybody.
Why?
Because he's Aaron Rodgers. It is cold in Lambeau. At some point during that game, his foot will start to hurt. Rams need a signature win badly. They should be able to get it on Sunday against the Packers. I have the Rams.
So here's the thing. I also picked the Rams. If the Rams let me down versus the Packers and they're makes millions of dollars but can't use a hairbrush QB, I'm going to be pissed. Total side note, I honestly agree with you about the cold because, watch his face. So when I was 21, my finger got chopped off.
Oh my God.
It did. This is a true story. It got chopped off, was hanging. And even to this day in the cold.
Go ahead, show your zombie finger.
No.
Show your zombie finger.
To this day, it's so incredibly painful that that I will agree with that. So if he really did hurt himself, he's going to have a hard time. What is happening today?
I love Rio says he loves the terrible last movie Draft Day.
Me too.
Adam loves Stafford. And Julie says, Rodgers, you tape it up with one of your other toes. Yeah, there are definitely ways to deal with it.
Oh, yeah, but it's not the same. It still hurts, especially if it's that cold.
Can you show your zombie finger?
No. If you notice one, the light is so
just
not
get close.
Guys. So I have nails, but not on this one because this one doesn't grow because it was cut.
Go close.
Here, no.
Go close.
And they call it my zombie finger. And it was reattached, thank God. So now I can use it. It's a shame it wasn't this one. So there you go.
Marriage is what brings us together today.
Sure.
All right. So we did the Browns and the Ravens, which leads us to our final game of the week. Washington versus the Seahawks. Rio, I'm glad you're tuning in, buddy.
Me too.
I picked Washington. Wilson has not looked the same since he rushed to come back. I think he came back too soon. Meanwhile, Taylor Heineke, he is just this like little turd that will not go away.
His name sounds like Heineken, and you're going to go with that?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Just straight force and determination. He's leading these teams to wins. I think he steals another one here against a Seahawks team that all of a sudden has like forgotten how to score. So I got Washington.
So I'm glad Rio's here too. I also have Washington. I do try to pick Washington for Rio, but it has not panned out for me in the past.
It has not.
So hopefully this is different. For a team with no name, they sure have been making a name for themselves lately. I think Sierra let her husband come back to play with his friends a little too soon. But I guess a team with no name is better than a team with a made-up bird. And we talked about this last week.
We did.
And I'm telling you right now, the bird used on their logo is actually an aguar hawk, which is native to Africa and not a seafaring bird. And biologists don't even use the term as a single word. It's sea and it's hawk, and it's a nickname technically for an osprey. So let me just say that they're full of shit, clearly. Everything that they do is made up and mythical and magical. And I'm going to go with Washington. And I know Rio thinks that Washington's animal should be a dog of some sort, which I approve of. Because I am so tired of this stupid shit.
birds,
and
and cats.
It's so dumb. It's so dumb. And then look, what were we talking about earlier? The basketball team with the Hawks. It's just it never ends.
I don't know. Seattle has so much better costumes.
They do have better costumes. That is true. Washington's costumes are kind of like the knockoff brand of the 49ers because they're kind of like red and yellow and they're like red and gold. Damn. So yeah.
You getting all this, Rio?
But let me tell you,
knockoff.
it depends on what the Seahawks are wearing. Because if it's that straight yellow, neon green, like head to toe, I hate that. It's so distracting. Just like my guys, I'm really having some struggles today. My hair, the lighting.
That's the weekly pickoff. We were both 9-6 last week. I have a 5-game lead. That's it. 5 game lead. Football starts tomorrow. We'll be talking on Twitter throughout the whole thing.
We will be talking on Twitter.
Because that's what we do.
Yeah, we do.
Yes, you want to be the Wolves.
Oh, see, okay. But what about the Timberwolves? Because that's a team.
Right, because there are too many punk-ass birds. See, Rio
knows.
Rio does know. So again, we do this every Wednesday night around 7:15. Yes, again, Adam, happy Thanksgiving. That's what I was going to say. I will be back on in about about an hour to talk about Eagles versus Giants, our behind enemy lines report.
Just don't tell that person that I hate the Giants.
I'm going to tell them whatever I want. It's Eagles Giants. What's happening?
I really hate the Giants.
You're busting out new ones next year, though.
I hope so.
Are they as good as the Cleveland Guardians rather than the Cleveland Indians?
Excuse me. That stands for the Guardians that they have on their bridge, which is actually genius.
I get it, but
genius.
They did this whole Avengers thing. It was ridiculous.
Okay.
Anywho, we do this every single week. Make sure you are checking it out, liking, subscribing, sharing. Again, Facebook and YouTube are the places to be. YouTube would be great because we're trying to build up that following. Lots of great sponsors. We'll do that rundown when we are doing the nightly show. I'm Chip. This is Tila.
I'm Tila.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Eat lots of carbs, guys.
Do you want to go on a carb rant real quick?
Yeah, let me go on this real rant.
All right, hold on. Let me let the dog in. You do that.
I don't know if you guys know this, but I work out a lot. And I always hear people talk about like, oh my God, I can't eat carbs. I can't eat carbs. Ignore him. I can't eat carbs. You can fucking eat carbs. Carbs are needed for fuel. They're actually very essential for when you work out. So when people say I don't need carbs, I don't need carbs. What you need is to be in a caloric deficit. It has nothing to do with you can eat carbs. And guess what? I'm gonna eat lots of pumpkin pie and turkey and everything else. And you don't have to earn your food. Like you don't have to work out to earn your food. We're working out, but for fun. And that's it. So I just want everybody to know if you need help understanding caloric deficits, I can help you with that in general. But don't feel ashamed or embarrassed to eat what you're going to eat. Enjoy it and love it. And string bean casserole is so good. Just as another side note rant that gets no love. And if you're on Twitter, send me recipes because I like them. And that's it. I know you know how I feel about carbs, people.
All right.
Keto.
See you in a little while. Bye, friends. Thanks for tuning in. Peace.